If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Still Got Game, episode 480. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And we're back with the show this week. We had a week off. Everyone's rested and recuperated, and we're ready to kick ass.
There's that we word again.
All right. I was busy last week. Sorry. Yes.
There we go.
So we're all back tonight, though, and
blame Derek.
Yeah, it's usually
Me and Selden ready to go.
Yeah.
Were you guys?
We were sitting in the Zoom call, waiting for Derek to show up.
I don't know. I feel like I told you guys.
And then half an hour after, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing a show tonight." And you tell him, like, "What are we gonna do?"
This is not actual facts, but
Selden, back me up on this. Isn't that
absolutely,
what happened?
that's exactly what happened. Because then afterwards, I went out and
majority.
I wore myself around to get to another podcast for me to be on, but nobody wanted to take her.
See, majority. See, who's the liar now?
I guess it's me, guys. I must be lying.
Tiff was even in the room.
now you blew it.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows you're lying.
Tiff will agree with us.
Now everyone knows you're lying. All right. Well, why don't we just hop right in the show, and we'll start off as always with the mailbag for feedback and questions from our last episode. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Deranged88 asks, "It seems like you are all on board with releasing your after show as a separate podcast. Do you have any idea when this will start?"
Whoa. Nobody's in agreement on this, right? At least I'm not.
I thought I was the only one that wasn't.
I think that's a good idea, but again, until the moolah starts coming in, none of these extras are gonna happen, right? Like, these are all nice to haves, and maybe one day, but until then,
no.
I think it just comes down to Derek actually needs the time to cut it up. And that's and get it going.
Or we just how about this? We just kill this show, and we start up a new one from start. And it's just after show. It's like we still show up once a week. We Derek still does the editing and we just sacrifice the show.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't seem like the best idea, but
let's kill our audience population once again.
yes.
Once again.
Let's bring that up all the time. Why don't we, guys? Yes, yeah. Oh.
That was before our time, Selden.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, this may happen sometime soon. I don't know. I already do keep as I edit the show, the whole after show part is a separate waveform that I then tack back in. So,
yeah, okay.
So it's possible. All right, next up. Snark comments. "I think part of the fun of the post-show talking that you guys do is the fact that you've already had a wonderful dinner and then you get to the post-show dessert. Jumping right to it with little or no context might make some of it confusing. I'll just stick to the whole shebang." That's a vote against the only after show.
Yeah, I guess we would have to have a whole separate intro and stuff like that would bring us into the show for the after show to be a show. So, so then the after show is no longer the after show; it's just the show with an intro.
Yes.
So
it seems like this is becoming more and more work.
Yeah,
just saying.
That's what I'm saying, man. We sacrifice the show and we start over.
That's never a good idea. All right. Next up, Alive Milkmen comments. "Thank you for all that enormous after show last episode. Wow. I was going on a road trip and didn't have enough podcasts queued up, but your show kept going and going."
That may not be a good.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think it was that big. So I'm gonna actually look at the files here. So the actual show was,
You want to take bets, Selden?
the actual show was an
I'm
hour
gonna say for an hour and 45
for the after show.
Total?
total.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably about the 50-55 minute for the regular show, and I would go probably about 40 minutes for the after show. So they're probably equally as long, I think.
All
You
right.
think 90 minutes?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
about about the time
1:45.
frame for a good length of a movie, 90 minutes.
All right. So nice callback.
Nice
All right.
tie-in, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So the show
Sounds
itself.
starting to get it.
so the show itself was an hour and 5 minutes. And then the show with the after show was 2 hours and 1 minute. So it was
Wow.
it was
Hour.
56 minutes. Yes.
We went past 2 hours.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm gonna have to talk to my union rep. I don't think I got paid for that.
So impressive. Yes. So I guess we did do a good job, Alive Milkman. You're welcome. All right. And last but certainly not least, Altius asks, how do you all feel about GDC? Lots of cool stuff comes out of it every year, but it's poised more as a show for developers to share with one another, not with the gaming public in general. I was reading an article written by a first-timer who went as a fan and enjoyed it more than PAX. What are your thoughts?
I mean, there's got to be insider shows that aren't outward facing, and I don't even know if JDC really could be considered that, but there may be more insider stuff going on there than at a PAX. But a PAX is definitely fan based. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So
Yeah, GDC is not interesting me at all. I've
Yeah.
looked at like their schedules and like what they have going on, and like it's not geared towards, at least when I looked at it in the past. I don't know about now, but like in the past, like it's not geared towards fans. It's geared towards
No.
developers. It's the
Yes.
developer thing. Like
It's in
it's
the
like
name.
it's like going into, like, I'm trying to think of another, like, say take your own work, right? Like
Mhm.
does your work ever have like conferences and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right? Like
Yep.
like
Like if someone
for
else
your-
went to
for
that
your-
for your
But yeah,
industry,
it's like, yeah, it's like I'm a fan of this. I'm gonna come to this, like yeah, I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah.
interest me at all. It doesn't seem like, not everything in gaming is for for everything,
For
you know?
everybody,
Like yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I have tons of friends that go to GDC because they're in the development portion.
They're
of
in the
industry.
industry, yeah.
But like I really have, except to go to the parties that I see all these people at, I really have no interest in going to GDC. It's
Even like the news that comes out of it, nothing really ever comes out of it. Like very rarely there'll be anything like huge. Like there's never like a huge game announcement, or like it's always something like Halo Infinite's gonna add an extra
Yeah.
bullet to their guns.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
there's news.
there is news, but it's not like breaking news.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, no.
At
Sorry,
least in the
Altius.
past. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I looked at the schedule this year of like all the little breakouts that were going on and everything, and there was none that would really be interesting to me as someone else that's not a developer. But like maybe this guy who did this, let's see, I was reading an article written by a first timer who went as a fan, and well, maybe this first timer is a fan but also wants to get into game development. Like I could see that as a thing, but if you don't want to be a game developer, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Altius, no fun. All right. Well, if any of you have awesome questions or feedback, you can give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? What have you been playing this week?
Not that much. So I'm back on Sea of Thieves. They had a big season 6 update on Thursday, I think it was.
Nice.
And was it? No, wait, was it Thursday? Or was it 2 Thursdays ago? Anyway, they added a whole bunch of new shit to the game, and like, so I've been playing that. It was the 4-year anniversary, so this weekend was happy birthday, Sea of Thieves. This weekend was a Golden Glory event they were running. It's like, twice as much everything, and everything's increased. Celebrate the birthday. So yeah, I got into that for a bit. And did my Halo challenges. And then tried out those new Mario Kart 8 tracks that they dropped as part of their weird year-long roadmap
thing.
they have for Mario Kart 8 from the Wii U.
Yeah,
Like,
that's weird.
anyway, it is the best Mario Kart that ever made, so I'm not complaining about like 48 new maps coming out. So they released the first 2 packs, so I tried those out. It's all the maps are like old maps, I think. I don't think they've done any new ones. So I did that, tried that out. It was pretty cool trying those other Mario Kart tracks. And Tunic came out on Friday, and I've yet to try it, and I'm been dreaming about playing it. Hopefully after this.
Is this
I'll get
section
to
now
say I
called
get to
what
play
we're
Tunic?
dreaming about playing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or like, what else would I be doing if I wasn't doing this right now?
Nice.
And it would be me playing Tunic.
No.
What about you, Sullivan? What have you been playing?
I've been spending way too many hours in Elden Ring thinking I'm accomplishing stuff, but then after my sessions are done, I look back and I realize I really didn't accomplish anything playing Elden Ring. It's almost too open of a world that just you get stuck on the side quests or farming, and you realize hours later that you're still doing the same thing and not moving along in the storyline. So I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. It's a tough as hell game. But yeah, it's very well done. So enjoying that. Tunic, I did actually get to play a few hours of Tunic. That's like an Elden Ring light mixed with like an old school Legend of Zelda type game. So it's got that cool like mystery with all the side passages
Link to the
that
past.
are hidden. Link to the past.
Yeah.
It's you are downplaying this. It is basically Link to the Past, dude.
It's
like
really
the
good.
art
So
style to the like everything. It's but like modern, right?
yeah,
like shadows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out. You start off and you're like, oh, this is easy. This is nice. This is fun. This is enjoyable. Then all of a sudden you start hitting the bosses and it's like, oh, fuck, I got to actually work at this game now. So, but it's definitely a lot of fun, especially the exploring and finding the secret passages and the other weapons that you can pick up and stuff like that. Besides that, also been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus and keep grinding through on that game. So that's about all I've been playing. What about you, Derek?
Wow, that was pretty short for you, Selden. My list is always the same length, usually 1, sometimes 2. But all I played this week was Halo Infinite, so still going through my challenges. You brought up the challenges too. I still feel like this game needs the option to be able to just do individual modes.
Sullivan, are you hearing this?
Yeah, I think this is kind of what you said.
No, I mean like
That's
he's actually like he's complaining about something. Finally.
I'm doing some constructive criticism.
No, this is good. This is a good first step. Keep going.
I think that we need to be able to pick individual modes. No more of this quick play and hope that you get randomly into.
So what you're saying is you would like it to go back to the way it used to be, where it gave you the options of 2 maps and modes, and the lobby got to vote on it, right? Something that the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5 both do that mysteriously just disappeared out of nowhere, right?
I'm not saying that we need the voting. I'm just saying I want to be able to just do
choices,
do territories. I just want to be able to do oddball. I don't want to have to randomly get it and accidentally get.
So what you're saying is. So when you I get what you're saying. So what you're saying is You want to be able to go into that playlist
And pick the game
go
modes.
and pick the game modes in the filter options
Yes.
that were once present in games like the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5, where you got to like uncheck, all those game modes,
Yes,
right?
yep.
Right. I remember that. I used to have that. It's so weird how it's not there anymore.
It is weird. Yes, Hit.
Yeah.
It is. Yes. But
Yeah.
Is this the point where Derek's going to turn on Halo
Oh, no.
Infinite
I'm still staying.
as he did Destiny?
Don't scare him off. It'll take him some time to realize.
No, all I do is I wait to see what I match made into, and then as
We
soon as
gotta-
I
you know what,
realize it's the
you-
wrong thing, I kill the game and then I start it over.
You know when it is, Selden, right? It's when they tell us that co-op has been delayed again.
No,
Right?
they
That's-
keep doing that. Yes.
Yeah, watch. It's gonna. They say it's sometime in season 2.
Yeah,
It's not even gonna watch. It's gonna 2 months into season 2. It's like, we might have to launch it in season 3,
Mhm.
and it's like, really.
We're going to have to push it into quarter 2 of 2023.
Yep. I will say that Halo, I finally got my my new display, and Halo looks fucking fantastic out of the Xbox Series X at like 120 something frames per second. It's beautiful. Yeah, highly recommended.
Will do.
You've been
I
doing
have
that. You're
I have a
doing
new
PC.
TV waiting to be used.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Well, why is your TV waiting?
Oh, there's lots of reorganizing going on.
Ah, okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Renos, painting, and yeah. Anyway,
I hear you. I hear you. All right. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over to the new releases? First new release out this week, also on Game Pass, is Shredders, out for the Xbox and the PC. This is a pretty awesome looking snowboarding game.
Yeah, I downloaded it last night and played about 45 minutes of it. It's definitely it feels more like a what a snowboarder would look for in a snowboarder simulation type of game.
Oh, so it's not like
it's
tricky.
It's not like arcaded out. It's definitely, I mean, it had some learning curves to it, and I used to get excited about snowboarding games. I just can't. After about 45 minutes, I was like, yeah, I kind of played this. I understand. It's good. Okay, and moved on. But if you're looking for that niche of snowboarding type of, extreme sport type game, this will definitely fit you. But it is on Game Pass, so it's free to pick up if you're on that. So
Lotus says, is it like Cool Borders?
I don't know if I played Cool Borders.
Well, from what you're saying, it sounds like it's not SSX tricky, so I don't want to.
No, it's definitely. I don't think it's SSX tricky level.
1080 snowboarding?
arcadiness.
It sounds more like
1080?
1080. Yes.
Yeah, I would say it was
Ooh.
closer to 1080.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a superior snowboarding game.
No, Tricky is the best game that ever was. For
No, I don't think so. Says a non-Nintendo fan over here.
Yeah. This is raw. So, welcome to Alaska. And then you take off and you fucking SSX was so insane.
It's probably because you couldn't do 1080. That's probably what it was.
Must be hit.
You couldn't do it. You just couldn't rotate that, little stick around the circles.
No.
That explains a lot, actually.
Oh.
No.
Oh, all right. Next new release out this week is Ghostwire Tokyo. This is currently only out for the PS5 and the PC. This is one of those weird 1-year Bethesda exclusives that, even though Bethesda is part of Microsoft, that there's a 1-year exclusivity that was signed into with PlayStation prior to the acquisition. So it looks good. It looks awesome. And are you guys picking this up, or are you just going to wait a year?
If I had, I'm not going to pick it up on the PC. But if I had a PlayStation, I would consider it, but I don't have one, so no, I'm passing.
No. That's a negative. That's a negatron.
Fair enough. Next new release out this week is Tiny Teeners Wonderlands, out for the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the PC. This is a standalone spin-off game. I'm not super interested.
I was super interested until I started playing Elden Ring, and I'm just so engrossed into that game, unfortunately, that I can't see picking up another game right now until I lose that Elden Ring addiction. So it's a pass for me for right now, but it's definitely one that I will be picking up, though.
All right. You don't like any of the Borderlands games at all, right?
No,
Yeah. All right.
no.
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And then the last new release that came out last week is Tunic, out for the Xbox, the PC, and the Mac, of all things.
3 days ago.
It was
Last week.
Last week, technically. Yeah, this wasn't on my radar at all, so I know it's
Good.
on Sultan's and it's on yours. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fun game. It's definitely something. I mean, especially if you have Game Pass, pick it up. You can sink a couple hours into it and see what you think. It's definitely. I highly recommend giving it a try. So,
what type of game is it?
What,
It's
Tunic?
like
Yeah.
a link to the past.
This is the link. This is the one we just talked about. The link to the past game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meets Elden Ring. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
An action RPG, cartoony-ish.
All right. Shitty graphics or still good graphics though?
No, it's definitely
it's
good
like Link to the
graphics.
Past, but like with shadows and modern graphics.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe if I'm bored, is it something you can play? Like with my Backbone from
Yes,
my phone?
definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
you could definitely play it on that. So
You could definitely play this game on the cloud.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
my
Yes.
question was. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe we'll get some play then. We'll see.
Probably
All
not.
right. Probably not as accurate. Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, on that, why don't we move on over into gaming news? First story. I'm trying to pick a story that you don't want. So, all right, I'll do this one. Xbox Insider Update removes ability to upload clips directly to Twitter. So this seemed kind of weird when I first saw this story.
This is the first story you went with? Oh,
I picked
I'm
one that
so
I
sorry,
knew you
guys.
didn't want.
So sorry, guys.
So what Xbox is doing is they're actually taking that share button that exists now. Instead of being able to send stuff right from the game DVR to Twitch, they're actually sending it to the Xbox app on your phone, and then from there you can share it to any number of different places. So it takes out the one button share, but then so you can just pick all the things you want to share, queue them up on your phone, and then post them at your leisure to your various different socials. So I think it's a good change, but I can see why people are pissed because it's almost like they got a feature taken away from them. So
yeah, but I think this happens a lot with different apps that you don't realize because there may be some kind of proprietary that they don't want that much information streaming straight from one service to the other. So there's got to be an intermediate device that takes it and reworks it. So I don't think this is that big of a deal to not be able to directly upload. I mean, it's one more step. So,
Yeah.
so I don't see a problem with it. But
Who uses this?
Yeah.
apparently tons of people.
Apparently.
Not everyone's like going to your level of capturing all their gameplay and then dicing it up and jumping some on fucking TikTok and on all your various locations where you dump your
It's
content.
funny. I don't even do anything. Like it does it all for me.
But your shit looks like it's been like produced. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean it's got splashes and
It's
Cut
called
scenes
NVIDIA Experience.
I know.
That's it. I had enable it and then that's it.
Well,
Oh, it's off right now. Let me turn that on
just in case.
in case.
Well, Xbox really needs to bring back Upload Studio right there on the Xbox dashboard so that you can do your edits on that and then upload them from that maybe that's what they're making a step towards. Hey,
Maybe. Yeah, the Xbox is fucking way more powerful than the Xboxes that used to drive that studio. So now you should be able to do all kinds of fucking fancy editing and effects and rendering right on your Xbox Series X or S. So, yeah, I don't know. But it was interesting nonetheless. All right, next
All right.
story.
I'll grab
take
it.
this.
I,
You got it?
I don't know.
Go for it.
I don't know which one I'm gonna grab though, because two of them I really like.
All right.
So it's like, what's more important? All right, I'm gonna go with it just because he's my boy. Snoop Dogg blazes into Call of Duty as playable character next month. This is coming from GameStop. Smoke out the competition with Snoop Dogg. The rumors were true. Snoop Dogg is coming to Warzone Vanguard as a playable character, says Sledgehammer Games. He's also coming to the mobile version earlier. It
Weird.
doesn't say that on the article, but yeah, April 19th. You'll be coming to Warzone and Vanguard.
Is this
Oh,
gonna
that's the
pull you
first time
back?
I'm actually seeing the picture. He's wearing this. Oh yeah, very cool.
Uh-huh.
Definitely buying this. Do you guys remember back in the day when they had voice packs for COD?
Oh yes, yep.
And like they had the Snoop Dogg one, and every time you got like killed, he'd be like, "For Sheezel, my Neasel." Like all these catchphrases. And you think we'll get the same thing,
I would assume that this has to come with some of that.
right?
Yep.
That's so cool, man. I don't know. Also, I don't know if you guys know this because it wasn't on the news, but you know, FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
They had like one day they did a huge announcement thing, and they were teasing like a huge announcement, and then they announced that Snoop has joined FaZe Clan as the newest member.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit! He changed his Twitter to the FaZe Snoop. This is the 2022 is the year of Snoop. Okay, I'm calling it. Anyway, as the resident Warzone or former Warzone player, I figured I should take that one.
You're a Warzone player? Yeah, no, former, yes.
Former, yeah.
Good save.
I just see Snoop as such a laid back character that I just put him in a Warzone and atmosphere. It's almost out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, I would have said the same thing about Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, and they're like best buddies, and they do all these cooking things together, and like it's just weird all around. Snoop can do anything, yes.
Yeah, he's definitely a marketing genius. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
All right, I'll grab one. We'll go Game Pass Ultimate subscribers get 30 days of Paramount Plus for free just in time for Halo. If you're an Ultimate member, it's going to be in your deals area to go ahead and grab your 30 days of free. That'll get you about half of the season if you sign up right away on Paramount Plus. So you'll get about half the shows of Halo. So if you're going to do this just to watch the Halo series, I suggest waiting until multiple episodes drop before you activate it.
Wait until July. Okay,
yeah, so that you get
what you do.
You can binge the whole thing. So
all the episodes are out, and you can also watch other stuff like the Big Brother live feeds. Mix it all in. Get your 30 days worth.
Yeah. So no, this is definitely a great tie-in from them, bringing Paramount Plus into the Game Pass guys. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I think I'm a Paramount Plus member. I have to check.
I'm not even sure. I was thinking that myself the other day. I was like, is that one that I pay for? Like,
my God.
Yeah. Because like all of a sudden there's something cool that comes to one of them. You're like, I got to sign up for that now. And then you sign up for it. And then you do another one, and before you know it, fucking, you got them all. Remember when we all said we wanted to ditch cable and pick up things individually, and now we're spending like more than cable on all these individual things.
That Wii word again.
No, it was a Wii. It was every fucking one. I was the one person that was not for it. Because I still pay for cable. I pay for cable on all the channels and all the fucking movie channels. I'm not one of these cord-cutting pussies.
Oh, here we go.
See, that was just a little sprinkle out there just to see who I could aggravate. But
All right.
all right,
Next story.
my story. Oh, Hit highlighted one that he's trying to claim. For you want me to save that one for you, Hit?
Yeah, that's why it's highlighted.
I'll save that one for you, buddy.
It's highlighted discreetly, so we didn't have to do this part. Now you have to go and cut it.
No, this makes the show more beautiful. All right. The Overwatch 2 PvP beta starts on April 26th. Now, I really liked Overwatch for a little while. For a hot minute, it was the shit, and then it became very repetitive and very boring. And then everyone I knew stopped playing it. And then after that, they were like, oh, Overwatch, let's start an esports league. Let's invest in all these teams. Like, it is already past its prime when they decided to do that. I don't know about Overwatch 2. I don't see it pulling me over there. But Hit's already smiling like he can't wait. He's going to fucking jizz all over Overwatch 2. But
Nah, no.
then why are you so smiley?
Because it feeds into what I've been saying and what I've actually been seeing a lot as of late is that the arena shooter is dying, or if it's not already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like more and more, the evidence is there that the old style arenas are dying, and I don't know if this is a good idea for them to enter. I get why they're doing it because the PvE mode thing that they were saying was supposed to come out with this thing is taking too long. And like, yeah, like you guys are about to miss your window if not already missed. So I understand that's why it's coming out now, but I don't know. Like I feel like it'll be good for like a couple months and then just like every other arena shooter has come out recently, it's just gonna die out. Unfortunately.
I mean, Overwatch 1 was the shiznit for a while. It definitely, was the hottest thing in the market. I think they let the fire burn out too far on this though before they got Overwatch 2 out. It's definitely a couple years past when they should have pushed this title out.
When did they announce Overwatch 2?
It was probably a year and a half ago almost, I would think that they had
even
that trailer
longer
where
than
they
that.
introduced a couple new characters or something like that said, oh, coming in Overwatch 2. And it just
Yeah,
sat
I feel
there,
like
nothing
maybe
happened. So
they should have maybe launched this like maybe 6 months ago then. Because that when I hear it's because they were waiting for the other mode to finish, and apparently that's taking too long.
This is probably just another victim of the COVID production schedules all being pushed and shit. So
yeah, it was announced in 2019.
I think it'll come out, and I think people will like it, and then it'll just die out real quick. It's just I don't know. I signed up for it. I don't know if you guys have. Everyone I know has signed up for it as well, even just to give it a shot. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. But
do you think this is the case that the beta is actually going to help the game or hurt the game?
Hurts.
When it comes out to sell,
hurts.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of agree with
the
you guys
moment
on that,
moment the beta launches is when like cut their wrist and just like it's gonna be a slow death like for like 2 weeks, like 2 months, whatever. But eventually, it'll run out of blood. Like the moment people get their hands on it, it's it. The same thing happened to Halo. Same thing happened to like all of them like that. I don't know. People get it and like, yeah, this is awesome, and then it just dies out.
But then again,
It'll be interesting to see how many maps they launch with.
32.
Probably more than Halo.
You think they launch with the same maps that are currently available for one, or will it be new maps?
Didn't have that many maps either.
Oh no.
Yeah. How many games? Like I'm trying to remember back to Overwatch, but I feel like there was only like 4 maps.
Yeah, but like in the time since, how many have they added? How many are there now? Are those things reusable, or do they have to use completely different maps?
No idea.
Because I remember when they first announced it, they made it seem like it was like Overwatch 1.5.
Yes,
Like
it
it
was
was
going to be an
like
iteration. Yes, yeah.
yeah. It's like you don't have to install anything new. It's just gonna be 2 now, and
Mm.
but we're still gonna have 1 for people that don't want to do 2. And I was like, wait, what? Like, what's going on here?
That sounds familiar. Like when Destiny said the same thing.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And
Overwatch currently has 21 standard maps.
Wow. So they
So
added
not a
some.
lot.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I figure it was how long ago did that game come out? I feel like that was like 8 years ago.
2017, I think.
Was it? No.
Let's do Overwatch release date. Oh, May 24th, 2016.
2016. Okay.
Mm.
So 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time to get your number 2. But I don't know. Fuck them. All right. Next story.
Is that me?
Yep.
Am I up now?
Yep.
Yeah, go
Alright.
for it.
It's yours.
Fortnite's new season drops building from its main mode. This is from Engadget. Faster movement and a new overshield will help protect you from enemies instead. So they've removed
The
the
shittiest
ability.
part.
apparently temporarily. I don't like that word.
Hmm.
The core game mechanic known as building. So like if people that know what Fortnite is, like you gather supplies and you can make structures and ramps and whatever bullshit you can use to cover yourself when you're getting shot at.
Mm.
Or what the kids like to call turtle up.
Turtling.
Ugh. This is the one thing I hated about Fortnite. I just couldn't
Yep.
get around it.
Yep.
It sucked. I shoot a guy and he just fucking builds this like Empire State Building.
Yes.
And it's like, and then he falls out of the sky and he smacks me in the face and I'm dead. I'm like, I hate this game.
Yep. Yep.
And like the endings are all they're just structures everywhere, and it's
Yep.
like who's got how much many mats, and
Yeah.
I.
So dumb.
But I did watch a little bit of like a little gameplay. And I watched a little bit of Ninja.
No.
It looks very interesting now. It seems like I made fun of this in the profanity chat. This seems like it seems like a real battle royale now.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I might give this a try.
Well,
Yeah, the few different communities I was in, we had multiple chats going on about this today, and I would say that 90% of the people are excited about there not being any building in the game. There's about 10% that are like, no, that's what Fortnite's all about is building, and
Yeah, those people are
But,
called
like-
communists.
but I think it's an exciting change, and it's something I mean I would definitely sometime this week I'll probably pick it back up and give it a try and see what it's like. So
I don't like the temporary word though.
because this
Yeah,
has
I
to do with
heard
the Doctor
it was like 2
Strange
weeks.
shit. Yeah.
2 weeks? No, it should be
Yeah.
the whole season. It should be part of the new season. I don't know. It's just-
I always felt like building was so counter to a shooter, and it's because Fortnite wasn't meant to be this kind of game. If you remember, Fortnite was a PvE game to start.
yeah, tower defense.
Yeah, so in that case, building shit makes sense. Like even like look at a game like Orcs Must Die, which was a glorified first-person tower defense game. You would build shit to stop the incoming orcs. Like tower defense, yes. It absolutely ruined. Like the one time I tried I tried it probably 3 times, but when I tried Fortnite, that was the absolute biggest piece of shit part of it. It was like it's not a real shooter. Not to mention it was third person anyway, but yeah, it was all about these dicks building shit up, and yeah, no fun. So my guess is this mode's going to stay around after this, but
I mean, if they keep it around, I mean, or if they're planning on moving it back to the building part, I hope this remains as an option
yeah,
as a playlist that you can get into. So
I would think this is going to be too popular not to. But
yeah, I think it's I do think it's temporary only right now for like a couple weeks. I don't know. I don't have any facts on that, but I thought
Yeah.
I'd heard that was only
yeah,
a
it
couple
goes
weeks.
along
so.
with this Doctor Strange event. So yeah. All right.
But good on Fortnite. They're still changing it up, keeping it fresh, keeping the kids interested,
They are.
keeping the money flowing in. So
Mhm. All right, next story.
Well, talking about no,
You're gonna take the
nah,
tab one?
I think, yeah, I think we were gonna save that one, weren't we?
Well, I was gonna just take it.
Oh, we'll go right into it. Epic pledges Fortnite revenue in support of Ukraine. Epic's jumping on board with everybody showing support for Ukraine in the current world situation, and is pledging revenue from recent sales going towards helping them out.
100%, Selden. 100% of
100%.
their profit. That's
So
ludicrous. No one's doing that because Fortnite has that Fortnite money.
yeah, they have that Fortnite money.
Yes. Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah, I heard in just since it started, they're already up at like 37 million that they give. Yeah. So
Maybe they could fix the Long Island Expressway next because we really need some fucking money.
Are they going to give that money to Putin so you can get out of there?
just bribe
I
them out.
might end the war, you know. Anyone ever thought about that? Like, how much would you just pay him?
Because that's not what he wants. He wants to rebuild the Soviet Union. He's a nutcase. So, yep.
That he is.
All right, moving on.
All right. Do you want to take another story, Selden, or do you want me to just go?
Sure, I'll grab this one. I hadn't read this one earlier, but I'll take this one. Hackers are corrupting save files of Elden Ring players on PC. Apparently, hackers are assholes. Apparently,
Yeah, this one was crazy. I saw this news all over the place today. So
Yeah.
apparently, if you're playing on PC and against another PC guy, there's this remote exploit that by casting some certain thing causes your game to crash, and when you reload from your save
That
now
loop.
leaves you in a endless loop of falling to your death. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'd heard about that loop. I didn't realize that was originally that's tied into this whole hack thing going on. So, yeah, there's a point in the game where you can invade other players' games and come in and attack them by using a certain spell or whatever that allows you to go in and attack to get loot and stuff like that. It's kind of an asshole move, but it's it's what people are doing, and it actually brings that PvP player sense to the game. But to exploit this and then cause somebody's save file to get corrupt is kind of a dick move. So
yeah. Well, this if you remember, this happened like not too long ago I think it was in Dark Souls where they actually had to disable the multiplayer because there was some kind of remote code exploit you could do on the person that you were multiplaying with and execute remote code on their PC. Like they obviously haven't figured out the multiplayer thing yet. But yeah. That's too bad.
it's a little shitty on From Software for not being able to fix this. Then
Yeah. You should be happy
That
you're
sounds
playing on
pretty
console.
shitty.
Yeah. Moral of the story, play on console.
I don't think that's the moral of the story. What?
It's a hidden moral of the story. So, all right, next story.
Yeah, I'll grab the next one.
All right, I can tell.
Play highlighted. PlayStation to buy Jade Redmond's Haven Studios. This will be PlayStation's first dev in Canada. This is coming from GameIndustry.biz.
Mhm.
The studio is working on an exclusive live service game for PS5. PlayStation has agreed to fully acquire Haven Studios. The development team, led by Assassin's Creed, Star Wars, and Google Games veteran Jade Redmond.
Raymond.
Raymond. No, Redmond. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is kind of big. I'm
Yeah.
very curious, like what they're working on. Like, supposedly it's a AAA multiplayer game,
Mhm.
and Jade's the one running it, which she's like a super. She's like
She's a rock star. Yes.
she's Cliff Wazinski for Canada. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
right? She's had some involvement with the Game Awards as well, the
Oh, yeah.
Canadian
Yep.
Game Awards.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool. I've always been a fan of hers.
Yeah. What she did with Assassin's Creed and then with the Star Wars shit, like she is like literally a rock star. Like she's one of those people that doesn't leave a wake of bad stuff in their trail, and constantly succeeds and over delivers. And yeah, no, I think this is fantastic news. And then you get your little Canadian studio and PlayStation.
I just wish Xbox would have bought them.
Yeah, PlayStation obviously learned from Microsoft that sometimes you got to acquire some studios.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You think this is a response?
I think that Sony is now going to be playing catch up, trying to
Buy up who's left.
Yeah, to add cards to their deck.
I mean, they got to get back to getting a studio with exclusivities to them, because they lost a big one with Bethesda.
Yeah.
So I think they're looking to pick up some, not Bethesda level quality studios, but studios that are still putting out AAA titles that they can still get exclusive games from. So
yeah, like look at even some of the exclusives they had forever, like MLB The Show. Last year it was on Game Pass. This year it's going to be on Game Pass on launch day on like April 5th or 6th or whatever. That used to be a Sony exclusive game.
Yeah, how about Godfall coming April 7th to the Xbox?
Yeah.
There's another PlayStation exclusive that just got released. So
yeah, things are a changing. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is good.
All right.
But good for Canada.
Yes. Yep. Great White North, eh? Yep. All right. And last but certainly not least, EA Play 2022 has been scrapped because things aren't lining up. So EA is not doing their show. They're blaming that by saying things aren't lining up, that means that they're probably so far behind on things that they can't show them at a show and expect them to come out in the time frame before the next EA Play. So kind of sad, because I do like.
Or what they have is something that can't be shown, like in a sense of like,
oh, it's too shitty or unpolished.
like Battlefield. Like let's say they have like a Battlefield map pack coming out. Like they're not gonna want to show that because people are gonna be like, "Yo, you guys are working on new maps instead of fixing
the game.
fucking game now." Yeah.
Hey, maybe they're getting bought out by someone.
Yeah.
God, I hope. I wish.
So yeah, kind of sad. I do like EA Play. I like to see what they're coming down the pike because especially nowadays, I always had the EA Access, which eventually became EA, whatever it is. But yeah, now it's included in Game Pass Ultimate, so everything that comes early, we all get to play. So, so a little bit sad about that, but I'm sure we'll still get some announcements from them during the E3 time frame. But
Yeah, we'll see.
all right. Well, if any of news stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com, or comment on this episode's thread in the Tool to Play homepage, and we'll try to work into next week's episode. Sponsors.
So before we go, there was one other news story that came out that I don't think I saw on here.
Oh.
It's official that Game Pass is on Steam Deck using the Edge browser. Beta.
Oh yeah.
That's huge for for Steam Deck and Game Pass. So I think we hinted that we wanted to see this, and I think a lot of the communities out there.
I mean, it's basically a computer, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
so you're just doing
like
via the browser.
We talked about how Bungie was talking about Destiny 2 and don't play it on Steam Deck because you get banned. Remember that story?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was last week.
Yeah, and their way around it is to install Windows and install the game that way. And it's like,
seems so convoluted.
Yeah, like, yeah, I get it. I guess I can do that because it's a computer, but it seems wasteful, right?
Yes,
Instead of using it like a console instead of a computer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The same with the Game Pass thing. Like, I mean, or it's xCloud, right? We're gonna be able to use xCloud.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Just wanted to throw that out there before we wrap the show up.
but since it's
So-
xCloud, your mileage may vary. Obviously, yes. Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be the shittiest way to play stuff. You know what I mean? Like Linux running Windows over the internet,
Mm,
right? Like, the
Yeah.
input lag's got to be real bad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like if I started working in the city again, taking the train back into the city, trying to play one of those on this would be kind of fucking horrible.
Probably terrible.
yeah,
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
Especially going under the rivers on the train or something. It'd be like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
Oh, so Jeremy Ranson chat dropped. Have you talked about your personal thoughts on the Steam Deck so far? Lots of potential, but small format, which seems difficult.
I
At
mean,
least for me, the
I've.
small format's what turned me off to begin with. So
What do you mean small format?
Screen size,
screen
right?
size, yeah.
Have you actually seen the size of that thing? That was the thing I was gonna say. Like that was the one thing I know about that thing. That thing is humongous. Like they've put the Switch next to that thing, and it's like eats like 3 of them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think I think it's misreported like how fucking humongous the thing is.
Okay, like in the pictures, like
It makes it look like a Switch.
yes, yeah.
It eats the Switch by a lot. Not even just a little, like a lot. Like maybe 2 Switches. Like it's humongous, that thing.
All right, is it enough to
That was
suck
the
you
one.
in?
That was the one con thing. I know. I wasn't anticipating it being that big.
Mm.
Like it's not something you can fit into your pocket. And my Switch, I could fit into my pocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have my name. I have a reservation down there. I'm still waiting to hear back from Valve. So when it
Yeah.
comes, it comes.
Yeah, for me it
Like,
wasn't
if I
on
get
the
it.
list. Yeah.
If I get it, I don't even know I'm gonna get it yet. I was just waiting to see if they let me know, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll get one. I don't know.
So
It does seem enticing though. Zeldin?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out.
He's just-
I'm looking up the dimensions of it, so I was trying to figure out what the screen size was.
I
so.
think we had article where you can they gave out the CAD file. Like you can 3D
Yeah, it looks
print
like
it, so you
it's
can get like a grasp of how big it is.
it's a
Like,
7-inch
they went-
touch screen. It says on most of these
7 inches
feeds.
isn't that big.
How big is the Switch?
It's gotta be
Oh, like
6-inch diagonal.
Why are you looking at it? You Google searched it.
That's what I'm doing now.
Oh my God, you're so slow, Selm. We gotta do this in real
Yeah,
time.
this thing says 6.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.2. That's what I got.
My 6 was pretty close for an off the cuff guess. But
Yeah.
so it's only an inch more diagonal hit. That's not 2 switches.
Here, hold on. Copy. Where should I paste this? Oh, in the live show chat?
Sure.
Live show chat. There we go.
Did you paste it?
Yeah.
Weird. So links don't come through, but text does.
So yeah, that's the Switch sitting on top of the Steam Deck.
Oh,
The
you-
screen is like basically
posted a picture.
the whole size of this, just the middle part of the Switch. Like
it kind of looks just like a little bigger.
it's got like at least 1.5 to 2 inches on each side.
Yeah.
Not to mention the top. The top's got like an inch.
Okay, but that's all controller type stuff. Like, because the Switch made their controllers terrible. This is like they pulled the buttons aside from the sticks.
Well, I'm not even talking about it raising off the ground.
No, that's
Not
not.
the, no.
It's
just talking
definitely
length.
significantly girthier.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, it is definitely thicker. Yeah. Anyway,
It's
Yeah.
definitely it's got some size to it. So I mean, it's definitely much better. I mean, an inch is going to be huge at that size, anyways. You know, getting you that extra inch
That's
on
what she
the Steam
said.
Deck. So
Yeah.
So I would like to get my hands on a Steam Deck before I purchase the Steam Deck, just to
Yeah.
see what it's like and how it plays. So
Fair enough. Yeah. All right.
but
So put us back on track. Sponsors. If we had them, we'd pimp them, but we don't, so we won't. But if you want to sponsor the show, let us know. 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling. We'll tell you what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. Let's see. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play related at twitter.com/tool to play. Everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/tool to play. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool to play. That's where we keep all of our archive video content of this show and all of our other shows, whether it's Hits Quick Hits, Selden's Cam Show, immature interviews with Electrify. All of that content is there. It's like the Disney Plus or Netflix of Tool to Play. So, and it's free. So definitely go there and subscribe and enjoy our backlog of content. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. And if you have a couple extra seconds, write something nice. Same goes for Android Podcast Archive Library, or whatever they call their dumbass thing, or our good friends over at Amazon Podcasts. Go there and rate us however they rate, with the maximum number of things. And then if they also allow you to write a comment, write something nice about us, and we'd appreciate it. We have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/still_got_game. That is one of the many places we stream the show live. So go there and follow us there, and it will definitely be your key to our live streaming. We have a Discord channel. That is at discord.me/stillgotgame. That is discord.me/stillgotgame. You can go in there, chat with us all day long, especially Selden. Sometimes, a lot of time Hit, sometimes Tiff. I'm probably the worst one in there, but if you message me, I'll probably show at some point, chat with you. But yeah,
He's lying.
Yeah, probably not.
He doesn't reply back until a full day and a half.
I have to defend Derek on this. I think it was last week that I must have missed a couple hours on Discord. I came back and I think he had a whole conversation with a few different people on there. So
yeah, I did. So yeah, but
weird.
When I see the notifications, I'm on my PC. I get them on my phone. They're not so obvious. So, but yeah, discord.me/stillgotgame. All right, gents, what do you guys want to pimp, or your socials, or you have any social justice things you want to escalate?
If you're looking for me on social, just hit up my link tree at i6 Hitman, and all my stuff's there: Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I don't even know. It's all on there. If you're looking for me,
Nice.
find me there.
yeah, same with me. You can find me on Linktree at Selden007. So all my links are there. So
All right. Good on you. I am also going to give you a link tree. Mine's Derek Nolan, obviously. And that's where all of my social shit is, as well as, if you missed any of the stuff I just said, all of the show's social shit is all on my link tree. linktr.ee/Derek Nolan. And I guess before we wrap up, I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, at youtube.com/tool-to-play, facebook.com/tool-to-play, and twitch.tv/still_got_game. And on that, why don't we wrap this episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger the Hitman.
I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
Daylight savings time forever.